Today, we are going to be naming the ionic compound Ag2CO3. Now here's a trick, guys. If you see that you have a compound with 3 or more different elements, you know you're dealing with at least one polyatomic ion. So it's best to identify the polyatomic ion and then work from there. In this case, we do have the 3 elements. We have Ag, which is silver, C, which is carbon, and O, which is oxygen. Now polyatomics are never going to be on the periodic table. They need to be memorized. So I wrote out the polyatomic that we're going to see here, but you guys should memorize it, okay? So use flashcards, write it down, do whatever you got to do, but you're going to see them time and time again in your chem course. CO3, which is always a 2 negative charge, is always called carbonate. And I can identify it. It's right here. Here's the CO3. So the only other element we need to identify is the Ag. And if I look on the periodic table, silver is kind of like right here. Silver is part of our transition metals. So it's a metal, literally transition metal, so it's a metal. And now we're going to start naming. Here it is. The metal name comes first, it's literally stated first, and that name always stays the same. So Ag is silver, so I'll just say silver. And then comes the polyatomic and polyatomic ions. Those names stay exactly the same. So you just got to memorize it. Carbonate. Okay. Now here's a check, guys. Do I need a Roman numeral in here? Well, this is a trick. Star this one, okay? Silver, even though it's a transition metal, it's in this block, it only has 1 charge. Silver will always be a +1 charge. So that means that it doesn't transition from one charge to another. It doesn't exist as multiple charges. Since we always know the charge of silver, you do not need a Roman numeral. So you are done. This is an exception, but we're in chemistry, so there's always going to be exceptions, right, guys? So just know this exception. There are going to be tons throughout this course, but I will let you know when the exceptions happen, all right? So just know, silver, even though it's a transition metal, does not need a Roman numeral. So Ag2CO3 is silver carbonate, and you're done. Thank you so much for viewing the video. I really hope this helped. Let me know in the comments. If you want to help us out, please press the subscribe button. Thank you so much for that. Just gets the word out there that this service exists, and I think it's pretty cool. What do you guys think? All right. See you in later lessons. Bye-bye.